Hey guys, DaveDisci, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to get this skin glass-like look that is similar to Jungkook or really any of the members from BTS, but specifically I know Jungkook has this very glass-like look and my natural skin is actually very bad. So to get this look, it takes a little bit of work and I wanted to kind of get into it. So if you're new here and you're interested in stuff like that, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you may be notified. And if you're a hater and you'd like to be the first to leave your hates comment, you can also hit that notification bell so you may be notified to leave your hate comment. Now, let's just jump right into this one, alright? So this is my face right now with no makeup, not an ounce of makeup, nothing like that. It's a little bit red. I had just cleaned my face and this is just naturally how it looks. I have very big pores and some deep set craters. We're going to hopefully eliminate all of that with the skincare, skin glass type thing that we're doing to make us look more like BTS. Now I know some of you guys who are watching this probably don't want to hear skincare because that takes a lot of prep work and maybe you're just watching it right now and you want something that's more instant. So I am going to talk about skincare a little bit and I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks with skincare that you can implement right away and then get better results than if you were to not do it. Prepping is so important and I don't think you guys realize that, some of you. So please watch this part and don't just skip to the actual tutorial. Okay, so first thing I do is you make sure you get a deep cleanser. Now I have this. Now this is my cleanser that I use. You can just Google this name and then you can find the cleanser, and this is a very expensive cleanser, but it is a very deep cleansing cleanser. If you're cleaning your face and you're noticing it's not getting any cleaner and your skin is still clogged, then maybe upgrade and try something and invest in something a little bit more expensive. Toner is very important, and I would actually say once everything is stripped off, make sure you moisturize. Moisturize up to the point where you're like, wow, this is a lot of moisture on my face, and then add one more layer. This is so important for the glass skin look. Make sure you moisturize. Make sure your skin is hydrated. So if you have very oily skin, make sure you use water-based products. And if you have very dry skin, make sure you use more oil-based products. Like this. And it specifically says distilled water. So you know that this is the type of stuff that I'm going to be using, and this is better for me. And you can just Google this. Afterwards, I use a quick serum. This is the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Serum. And finally, I use the Dr. Jart's. As you can see, I use a lot of this stuff because it's very good, and it's very good and very moisturizing. Now, that is pretty much all I do for skincare. If there's any other touch-ups or anything like that, there is expensive products that you can use like masks or things like that, but I don't usually use that. It's usually just this 4-step system that I have here. Okay, so let's get into the makeup. So what I use is the Misha Perfect BB Cream. This stuff works wonders. It really kind of just stretches with the skin. It doesn't really crease or cake, and I've worn this all day, even like layers of it, and people just don't know I'm wearing makeup. So we're gonna punch in a little bit, get nice and intimate, and you can see everything that's wrong with my face. So for me, it's very important that the foundation doesn't look like foundation. That's why I want you guys to get up and close and personal, because you can really see what I'm doing and how I'm making it not look like foundation. The first thing you want to do is just take a little bit of foundation. That's essentially, can you see it? Can you see it? That's as much as I'm going to be using. And just swipe it across the face. Once you wait for it to dry, it essentially becomes a lot more pigmented and it basically covers everything up a lot better. Now, to better help it dry faster, you can also add setting spray.
3 hours later.
Now that this foundation is as dry as my soul, we can begin blending. And just going in with more wherever you need it. I would absolutely not use concealer. Now before we blend everything together, you want to actually make sure you add a pore fill primer to make sure to cover up any pores or anything like that. I use the Innisfree No Sebum Blurring Primer. This really does wonders on your pores and really helps fill them out. So what I would do is put them more on the cheek area and like maybe on the nose. Make sure it says blurring primer because that's what you want. You want everything to blur and look glass-like. So you can just blend that in with the foundation. I tend to notice primer can tend to make your foundation look very cakey. So blur wisely and sparingly. Now as you can see, that's already starting to look more blurring and very good. As you can see, this foundation does not look cakey. It really just covers up all that redness. Now when you're getting around the nose area, make sure you really press that in. Mind you, everything that I'm doing, I am pressing really hard. Make sure it goes into the skin. Now think about someone you hate and just hit your face. Now if I can get in just a little bit closer, as you can see, it really doesn't look like there's any foundation there, and that's what you want. And ideally, people aren't even going to be that close to you. Now, the next step is using a lot of setting spray to kind of just melt everything into your skin. And just press it in. Now, the one and final step to make this extremely glass-like is to add a bit of highlighter. If you tilt your head kind of like this into the light, you'll see kind of like this Z shape where the light hits. That's what you want to highlight. So you go right here, into the brow, and then up. And then do that. And just blend. You see how that makes you kind of just glow. And anywhere that you want more shine or more dew to get that glass look, just add some highlighter. So that is it. That is the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope this is what you hoped for and that you got something out of this. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it at all. Let me know if you want to try out any other looks that are K-pop inspired, BTS inspired, any other group that you want. I will be glad to check it out and make a video on it. Hit that subscribe button as I mentioned earlier. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'm featuring it in this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!